Great. Good morning and welcome to a regular meeting of a panel of utility commissioners and staff of the Public Utilities Regulatory Authority held today, Wednesday, May 7th, 2025 at 9 a.m. by remote teleconference. My name is Chairman Marissa Gillette, and I'm joined virtually today by my colleagues, Commissioners Michael Karen and David Arconti. We have a regular calendar and a consent calendar in front of us today. And we have a guest joining us from the Department of Public Health for our first item on today's regular calendar, Hearing Officer Carrie Colson. We will turn to Authority Staff Attorney Jay Donfrancisco to present the decision for the panel's consideration and docket number 240510, the joint investigation of DPH and PURA regarding the application of Oakdale Heights Association to transfer its water system over to the Southeastern Connecticut Water Authority. Attorney Donfrancisco, please.
Thank you, and good morning, Chairman Gillette, Commissioner Karen, Commissioner Arconti, and from the Department of Public Health, Attorney Colson. On April 10, 2024, Oakdale Heights Association and the Southeastern Connecticut Water Authority, Southeastern, filed a joint request with PURA and the Department of Public Health, requesting consent for Oakdale to cease operations of its water system and for Southeastern to acquire the assets and source of water supply of Oakdale, and to assume ownership and operation of the water system. On June 14th, 2024, the applicants filed an amended application. Pursuant to the applicable state statutes, PURA and DPH have joint jurisdiction over this proceeding. The Oakdale Heights water system is a community water system serving approximately 219 individual residences within the Oakdale Heights subdivision in the town of Montville. Southeastern Connecticut Water is a special district and corporation created by the Connecticut legislature for the purpose of acquiring and operating small water systems such as Oakdale's. Not counting the Oakdale system, Southeastern currently operates 14 distinct community water systems across Southeastern Connecticut, including within the town of Montville. The agencies held an evidentiary hearing on February 10th, 2025. Both Oakdale and Southeastern were represented by counsel, and each presented witnesses who testified in support of the application and were subject to cross-examination by staff from PURA, DPH, and the Office of Consumer Counsel. No one objected to the application nor testified in opposition to the transfer of Oakdale to Southeastern. On April 15, 2025, the agencies issued a proposed final decision. No one filed any written exceptions or comments to the proposed final decision. To determine if the acquiring entity, in this case Southeastern Connecticut Water, is suitable to acquire the Oakdale system, the agencies apply the statutory factors set forth in General Statutes Section 16-262(0) subpart A. And those factors are the geographical proximity of the plant of the acquiring entity to the water company, whether the acquiring entity has the financial, managerial, and technical resources to operate the water company in a reliable and efficient manner and to provide continuous, adequate service to the person served by the company. The current rates that the acquiring entity charges its customers, any public health concerns, including but not limited to any closed or active consent decrees or deficiencies identified by the Department of Public Health, and any other factors that the agencies deem relevant. Based on the application materials, responses to interrogatories, and the evidence presented at the hearing, and as more fully explained in the written decision, the agencies find that Southeastern Connecticut Water is well suited to acquire the Oakdale system. The record evidence establishes that Southeastern Connecticut Water meets all of the previously mentioned factors. Accordingly, the agencies consent to Oakdale's cessation of operations as a water company and Southeastern's acquisition of the Oakdale system, subject to the conditions and orders included in the final decision. And finally, the agencies find that Southeastern is suitable to acquire and operate the Oakdale water system, including its ability to ensure a continuous supply of potable water at adequate volumes and pressures to the former Oakdale Heights customers. As such, the agency's staff recommend adoption of this decision.
Thank you. Is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I move adoption.
I would second the motion.
Thank you. The decision has been regularly moved and seconded. If there are no comments, I will ask Mr. Bumpin to please take the roll.
Commissioner Karen,
Yes.
Commissioner Arconti,
Yes.
Chairman Gillette,
Yes.
Attorney Colson,
Yes, and I'm sorry I can't get my camera on.
All right, thank you. Thank you. The decision has been adopted. We will turn next to our consent calendar on which there are 3 items, and I will seek a motion, please.
Madam Chair, I move today's consent calendar items 1, 2, and 3.
And I will second.
Thank you. The consent calendar has been regularly moved and seconded. Mr. Bumpin, please take the roll.
Commissioner Karen,
Yes.
Commissioner Conti,
Yes.
Chairman Gillette.
Yes. Thank you. The consent calendar has been adopted in full. That brings us to the end of today's regular meeting agenda. We will adjourn and reconvene next Wednesday, May 14th at 9 a.m. by remote teleconference. Thank you and have a great rest of the day.